Welcome to the talk show, Gettin, Gobby, a show where we talk about things. Hello everybody, how are we doing? Let me just welcome you all in with a beautiful but also somewhat relaxed and gentle hello. For those who do not know, technical issues galore on this end. You guys know me. I'm never going to lie to you. I'm not going to be like, wow, nothing's wrong here. The light that is currently hitting me from this angle, I know you're seeing there going, what is that? It's my iPhone. Because apparently Elgato, our good friend Elgato, wonderful sponsor of our Stream Deck, which as we know works wonderfully, wonderful sponsor of our Wavelink, as we know works wonderfully, is also now the sponsor of our key lights, which work wonderfully. Well, one of them does. So that'll be interesting today. That'll be very, very interesting. So the phone is set up. I know you're seeing here going, lighting guru. You'll just see how greasy I am. But you know what? I feel like we all kind of know how greasy I am anyway. And hopefully my fingers are crossed that the internet, oh, and Ella, thank you for those bits, my love. That is so lovely of you. Oh my God, no, do not stress, Ella, do not stress at all. And Sprock, welcome in. To everyone, welcome in. Kara, welcome in as well. How are you doing? Do not stress, team, do not stress. You don't have to make every stream. It's wonderful if you're here and it's totally fine if you are not. Hopefully the internet is okay today. Yesterday we're having some issues. Still working out the issues, because my internet provider has not necessarily gotten back to me. However, we're working on it. So today we're on Wi-Fi. Fingers crossed, and I apologize for being very late with all of these technical issues. As you can tell, with the internet, with the light not working, with my computer basically crapping itself as we speak, the Stream Deck not working, the Wavelink, I have done my best to get here as on time as possible. I am so excited about today's episode. It is, you know what? To the intro. Good morning, everybody. And welcome to Gettin, Gobby, the talk show that nobody asked for. I feel like we all know this bit of an intro, but now I'm your host, Aaron, but you can call me Ilwa. Oh, Ilwa. With raving reviews like sexy singles in your area. And you have a big nose. It's no wonder that tens upon tens of you have been tuning in every week. Today we are talking to an absolute icon, legend, and all-round just fucking gorgeous human being. We're talking to, wait for it, the cheer sound, TheJustRyan. For a second there I was worried the claps weren't working and you guys were just watching me in silence, like clapping on the side. If at any point today you are like, wait, who is this person? Who are we talking to? Feel free to use !guest in chat and that will bring up Ryan's Twitter. No, not Twitter. Sorry, what's it called? A Twitch. It starts with a T and a W. You know, we get it wrong. And Toastburn, thank you for the follow. And it's Noodle Person as well. Thank you for those follows. I appreciate it. Welcome to the house of Gobby. We cannot wait to corrupt you, or if you're already corrupted, you're in the right place. Welcome in. Yes, it'll bring up Ryan's information and social media handles. And before we get into today, where's my sound? Where's the bump? No, I need the boo. It was woeful. I tried twice. I tried twice to get that sentence out of my mouth. And Coco Vision as well, welcome in and lovely to have you here. And thank you for that follow as well, my love. I appreciate it. Before we get into today's discussion, I would like to thank today's sponsor, inspired by many Ryans and many uncomfortable disagreements on Twitter, and also King Mamba. Thank you for the follow, and Jubilee, hello, welcome in. Here is our sponsor. Welcome to the talk show, Gettin, Gobby, a show where we talk about things. Today's show is sponsored by Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers is an exclusive company who cuts and keeps keys to every LGBTQIA+ safe, lock, home, and sex drawer. Don't want those pesky people using your gay items? Try Gatekeepers today. For the small price of a Twitter feud, you too can have your very own set of keys in which to lock your gates and keep those nasty, normal people away. Thank you, Gatekeepers, for sponsoring today's video. Thank you, sponsor. And for those of you who are not familiar with Gettin, Gobby, here's how it works. Today's discussion is all about our guest, and as such, my focus will primarily be on the conversation. So for the sake of respecting our guest and not interrupting the discussion, I may miss out on responding to messages in chat. Please know I am not trying to ignore you. I'm not ignoring you. I'm simply ensuring complete respect for the time our guest has given us. If you see any new faces in chat or people saying hello, please give them a warm welcome and feel free. Where is it? Feel free to use !interview in chat just to kind of explain how today's stream works, because obviously some people come in, say hello, and they realize I'm completely ignoring them. They're like, what the if you have any questions for our guest throughout today's show, we would love to hear from you. If you would like to use !ask, that'd be fantastic. If you want to submit any questions, I'll be going through these at the end of today's interview. And we may just get to your question at the end of the show. Who knows? Who knows? So without further ado, I'm going to pop you guys over to the screen where Ryan can introduce himself through a bit of a channel trailer. Fucking why not?
Not the bomb.
That.
Oh my god, that zombie got Juan. Oh my god. Katniss Everdeen who? Wait, is this a sex dungeon? Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna die! Shut the door! Ah! He's right here! Ah! Go away! The Holy Bible. I can't touch that, I'll burn. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Go to your bed! Go to your bed! Bitch, I want to be a mage. I want to be magic. I want to be Harry Potter. Ew, did the slimes just make a baby in front of me? Ew! Their son died at school when a meteor hit it. Oh my fucking god! Ew!
Oh my goodness. Speaking of the quality, look who I have here. Look who I found on the street. Look who I found on the street. Well, I'd be concerned if I found you on the street considering we're in different countries, but you know, you win some, you lose most. Let me just double check that this doesn't change. Oh, it does change size when I do this. Okay, let me do that. Oh my, not us adjusting and having more technical things. Don't be, you're joking. Ryan, first off, thank you for your fucking patience this morning with all the technical issues.
Okay.
But secondly, team, look who it is. How are you doing, my love?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? Well, good morning.
Good morning. Good evening. Good evening for you. What actually, what time is it for you? Is it 5, 6?
No, it's nearly 12:30 midnight.
Why did you say yes to this?
I know. I
Why
don't
did you
know.
say yes to this?
Let me talk to my lawyer and I'll see if we can get out of it.
Please. I'll also
Okay,
talk to mine.
give me a
Mine's my
second.
cat, but
Okay, good. Oh,
she's not really
your cat.
Yeah.
I can see your cat. They can't see your cat.
Oh, you can too.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like hovering just on my shoulder, like with a knife in its hand. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'll feed you.
Oh my God.
So first off, feel free to introduce yourself. I know we had the channel trailer, but feel free to introduce yourself if there's anything you missed.
I'm Ryan. I'm a variety streamer. Well, not anymore. I'm a Dead by Daylight streamer now. Bitch. I'm gay. I have anxiety.
So you're what?
And that's all you really need to know. I'm gay.
Apologies, everyone. I did not realize this.
Hello? Yeah, he didn't know I was gay. Yeah, I don't know.
If I had known, sorry, I'm actually speaking to people at the moment. If I had known, I don't think we'd be here. Very interesting. But my love, welcome in. So the first question, and I'm actually excited to ask you this because I feel like you will genuinely answer this. The first question is, how are you? And then the second part is genuinely. So the idea of this is that you kind of have the open floor to either talk about exactly how you are or to basically do the thing that most of us do where we go, yeah, I'm good. So, how are you, darling?
So if anyone knows me, I'm obviously going to say it as it is. I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm okay. Earlier today, I streamed and I had a bit of a moment. Like, I've been having a weird time. I feel like every month on Twitch, there's a moment or like a week where just things really get to me. Like, whether it's I've been working so hard or you do a lot, it just really gets to me. And the past few days have been those kind of days. So I'm okay. Like, right now, I'm like, fine. I'm not going to like break down.
You're more
But
than
I'm
you're more
okay.
than welcome to. But that's good. First off, thank you for answering that genuinely.
That's okay.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the openness and
Thank
the
you.
honesty. I hope you know that those months and those weeks or those days within those months are always temporary and they always come and
Oh,
go.
yeah.
They're the little I call them like my little waves of ugh. So it's this
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, you'll be going great and then one day one thing, nothing even happens, but one little thing and you're like, so that's the end. Or like, you know, the
that
Adele album
100%.
starts playing in the background.
Oh,
This is the
100%.
end. Yes. So I
100%.
hope you know that they're all temporary. Funnily enough, I'm also having that at the moment with all of these.
Oh my God.
So I feel
Wow.
you. I feel you. I do. I feel you.
Anyone else?
Can we just get some Fs in chat for the wave of ugh? So my next question is, who is getting gobbied this week?
Okay.
And
so
yes, you are allowed to interpret however you feel. For those who don't know what gobby means, feel free to Urban Dictionary this and feel free to answer this yourself in the chat. Who is getting gobbied this week, Ryan?
I don't know what this means, but I'm going to take it in like a negative way of like someone in a negative way. And I would say who's getting gobbied this week, I would say trauma dumpers or like people who trauma dump. Because I've recently had it where people feel the need, viewers feel the need to reach out to me privately on Discord or in a stream and just dump everything that happened really badly in their life into my stream and then completely change the mood, or outwardly try to find me from someone else. Let's say I mod for someone else's stream, try to find me and dump all their stuff on me as well. So I would say trauma dumpers.
Very interesting. Before I explain what
Yeah.
getting gobbied actually means, so that you're not in the dark. First off, do you not know what gobby means?
No. I know it's your name.
I love
that's
this
it.
so much. I can't wait to explain to you what this means.
Oh.
But secondly, like last week, actually, the beautiful guest we had on, Carmento, she had a really interesting thing to say about trauma dumping, and that trauma dumping is a consensual activity and it requires consent in order to like actually take place. Otherwise, it actually is quite like triggering, I guess.
Yeah.
In a sense, for someone to just reach out, not know what your mental state is where you're at, and to dump what they've got on you while you're already dumping on yourself is like so much to handle. So I thought it was really interesting that you've mentioned that, because last week we literally had a conversation about specifically trauma dumping.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I literally didn't know that.
Yeah. So she's she had a great perspective. It was fantastic. So Gobby. In Australian slang, gobby means blowjob. So now that you've put two and two together, my name is Aaron Blowjob.
Blowjob.
Yes. And that is my legal name. Just so everyone's aware. You know how they say, like, change your name on the internet because you don't know who you're going to meet. Well, I fucked that up and I just put my full name on blast. And here we are. Now it's my whole fucking branding. Come get me.
Oh my God. What was it like in school with having like your last name like that?
That's that is a whole other Gettin' Gobby episode.
That's a whole stream.
That's a whole stream.
Okay.
I will say it was like year 7 was when, just a brief overview of history, not that it's about me. Year 7, I was outed as gay with the last name Gobby. I told my best friend and then they told everyone. Then year 8, I spent like denying the whole thing. I was like, I'm not gay. And then year 9, I was like, I can't be gay. I've got a girlfriend. And then 3 weeks later, I was like, fuck it. I'm gay. Sure.
I'm gay.
And then as soon as
Give me
I
the
said,
blowjob.
I wish. As soon as I said I'm gay, they all went, nah, you're joking. And I went,
Yeah, why do that happened
What do
to
you
me
mean?
when I came out into school? Why do they do that? Why is it they like bully you and then when you say it, they're like, okay, no, you're not, that's not true, you're lying. I'm like, You literally bullied me for 3
Yes.
years.
People.
It's so weird.
Mind-boggling that they can call you something, and as soon as you call yourself, they're like, no.
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
I'm like,
wow.
How about you? www.gofuckyourself.com. And then year 10, I was like the worst student known to mankind. I was awful. And then year 11 and 12, I was like Queen Bee. Because by that point,
I love that.
Because by that point, no matter what someone said, I had a comeback. I had a witty comeback. They can only come up with so many things with the last name blowjob. Like, by the end point, they were saying something, and I was like finishing their sentence for them. And then my favorite one was when they said, "Gobby, want a Gobby?" And I was like, "Sure, when?" They just let me know.
Here's my number.
Yeah, I was like, just let me know. I like live across the road. Like, don't stress about it. I'll make time for you. So that was my favorite. But yeah, I got drama queen, believe it or not, at the formal.
Shock.
Apparently it was an almost unanimous vote, and there were 200 people in my grade. And apparently drama queen, which had prior to this never been crowned to a gay man buffer.
Oh wow.
I happily took that crown. I don't think I have the sash anymore, but actually if I do, I should burn it. I really shouldn't be holding on to shit like that. All right, so now that we've had, you'll appreciate this now. So that was the category called light Gobby. Yes, okay. These were the light questions. You know, the warm-up questions. Okay. You don't want to, you don't go in with like, deep Gobby. You got to start with some light Gobby. Mm-hmm. So now we're into some decent Gobby. We've warmed up. She's loosened up a little bit. How did you find Twitch? Don't make me laugh at my own jokes. God. Stop it. You're making me sound so arrogant.
I had a weird way that I don't know if it was weird. So I used to watch YouTube. I actually used to be on YouTube a lot. Like I made YouTube videos when I was really young in secondary school. I made Sims Let's Play videos.
I love it. Yes. Oh. Yes. Were they unedited? Please tell me they were unedited.
No, they were so well edited.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck my life.
Then I deleted them. I was like, I'm done with that. I deleted them, blah, blah, blah. Moved on. And I loved YouTube, so I carried on doing YouTube. And I used to follow a simmer called Life Simmer. Christina, she does like Let's Plays. And she like vanished for a few years. And then I found her on Twitter and she was on Twitch. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to watch, I don't know what Twitch is, but I'll go watch her streams. So I started watching her streams. And that was kind of how I found out about Twitch, was just because of this one person. And it's weird because it's a full circle moment where she was the person who I said, what would you say like to help someone get into streaming? And she was just like, just fucking do it. Like, just do it. If you want to do it, do it. And me and her have a lot of things that we like relate to. She lost a parent suddenly and I've lost a parent suddenly. There was a lot of things we relate to. And it was weird because about 4 months ago, she followed me on Twitch and like came by and now she subscribes to me. Like it's a weird full circle moment.
That's so fun.
Where it's like the person that made me find Twitch, who like inspired me, is the person that now supports me. It's so crazy.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever going to happen to me because the person who I found Twitch through was Julian Solomita and he won't fucking know me from a bean in a field. So that'll be, we all have our own.
You never know.
We all have our own goals and I feel like yours have been achieved and that I shall stare at mine through a window for many a year. But that's really fucking awesome. Firstly, I'm sorry to hear that you've both experienced the loss of a parent suddenly. I know that losing a parent already is quite difficult, but suddenly is always that added element of, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to say something. I think we both thought we were going to say something with like,
I was
the internet buffer.
Yeah, no, it was a lot. It was a lot to, I mean, my mum had cancer. She had it for, I think 5 or 6 years. She had it whilst I was at university. And I didn't know when she was going to pass away was when she was going to pass away. It was very sudden. Like I still have vivid memories of waking up, getting the call and just being absolutely like shocked out of my mind. That was about 3 years ago. And it's weird because it was something that was very like shocking to me, but it also triggered so many things to happen in my life that I didn't expect. Like I had to grow up quite quick. 23. I just had come out of university. I didn't have a job. I didn't know what was going on in my life. So I kind of had to grow up very quick. I had to get a job. I had to make sure my family was okay. I had to look after my nan, my dad. Like there was all these things I had to do. I also had a relationship, which I'm still with. Like there was so many things that I was trying to like scramble together. So it was a lot to handle. But in a weird way, maybe it's like the psychic side of me. I know she's always here. There's been things that have happened where I'm like, that's my mum. Like, I know this is my mum. I've had signs and moments. So I don't ever feel like she's really gone, if that makes sense. She's always still with me. I think it was just it was a very sudden moment to happen in my life.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of situations.
I think that's fucking beautiful, though, that you're acknowledging how many things it also brought into your life and the fact that you still feel her. That I'm totally with, I know for a fact that there will not be a second when my mum passes, there will not be a second where she is not watching over me like a fucking hawk. Like, I know for a fact that Carol's going to be there.
Literally.
Being like, don't do that. No, not that shirt. It doesn't work with your skin tone, Aaron. Don't do that. I know my mom's going to do that. So having been on Twitch, question, how long have you been on Twitch? That's not actually written in my little questions, but I'm just curious to know.
A viewer, I would say,
hi, Shez.
Like 4 or 5 years. As a streamer, it's just over a year now. I actually celebrated my 1 year of streaming a few weeks ago.
Congratulations! So, we must have started
thanks.
somewhere around the same time then.
Yeah, you started, fun fact, you started just before me because I watched you. I never followed you. And I watched you.
I don't blame you.
No, but I did. I watched you when you started streaming because I remember you didn't have like the lights. You had like a background, and I remember the old.
She was bougie. She was bougie.
But yeah, it's been just over a year now, which is crazy.
Can I help you, Shez? I'm in the middle of. Comes to be picked up, gets picked up, scrambles.
She
as
said
if
no.
I've attacked. Excuse me.
No.
Are you done with this attitude, Missy? Come and say hello, please. Okay, fuck you then. I'm over it. She woke me up at 5 a.m. this morning, not having a bar of it. So,
Not that.
Having been on Twitch for quite a while as a viewer, but also as a streamer, what is one thing that you would change about the platform if you could? I know, just those really hard-hitting questions. You can.
This
you
is
can
so
list
difficult. This platform is so good. What would I change? One thing.
I know it's a hard question because there's so many things that Twitch really does need to fucking.
I would say, if we were talking generically, it would be change your formula or your way that people can find smaller streamers.
Yeah, there's
100%.
no browsability on this. They destroyed all of that when they put a 30-second ad before you enter a stream. No one. Hello, have you seen TikTok? People barely stick around for 3.5 seconds. You think they're going to stick around for 30 seconds for someone they don't know? And then if they don't like it in a minute, they go to another person, sit around for another 30 seconds? Twitch. You don't need that 0.0000000.0000001 cent in the AdSense.
There needs to be a way where, I know that apparently they were working on it. They were figuring out a system. And I know that they have put the recommended on the front page now. So when new people go on, if you go onto the front page, you will get more recommended people. But they really need to figure out a way.
They only recommend
need to figure out a way.
Established streamers.
Yeah, I know. A lot of them are, it always does it by views. It's never by anything else. It's always by views. If someone like, anyone, if you go on your following, you'll see it's all by views. It's not by like
relevancy.
Interaction. I would rather they did it by interaction in chat because I know for a fact it would be completely different.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean that's a whole stream in itself, isn't it? Just fucking talking about.
Oh my god, I could go on. If you want to know more, I've got more.
Tune in to the Just Ryan stream to find out more about how you can also destroy this platform. All right.
Twitch.
My next question, possibly my most important question today, is why do you look good in every hair color and who gave you the right? And I'm not joking.
Wow. Every hair color? I haven't done every hair color.
Okay, but every hair color you have done has been 100%, 100% success rate. I can't even finish my own fucking jokes. Jesus Christ.
Thank you so much.
No, seriously. Because I think when I first started watching you, you had brown hair. And I was like,
that's my natural hair.
I was like, that's fucking cute. And then you went to this. I was like, fuck you, that's fucking cute. And then I've seen like a couple where like with the lighting, because your hair's quite light, sometimes with a different color lighting, it looks like it's a different color. And every time it looks fucking good. And I'm sitting here with my one fucking, whatever color this is. my one scalp. I can't pull off anything. I can barely pull off this as it stands. So the idea of changing my hair color and competing with the likes of you, who no matter what happens, you're just going to look fucking cute as shit. So I know this is coming across very aggressive. It's meant to. I'm pissed. But yes, genuinely, that's who gave you the fucking right to look good in every hair color. That's not fair.
So, fun fact.
It's
I
a
never. I actually never dyed my hair before streaming, and yeah, I never. So a year ago was when I first dyed my hair, and I started streaming, and it was like my hair had always been dyed basically for the whole year. I'd never dyed my hair. I'd always had my natural hair. The reason for that, mum, is because my mum would always say to me, don't dye your hair. It's going to ruin your hair. Don't dye your hair. And I'd say, Mum, I'm going to do it. But I never would.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of person, if you know me really well, I'm the person who I stick to what I'm used to. I don't really like change things up.
Yeah.
So I had this thing where I was like, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to stream. I'm going to just fucking go crazy.
Yeah.
And I just dyed my hair and I fucking love it. Like,
yeah.
I just enjoyed it because it was something so different for me to do.
Yeah, I mean, if I look like that, I'd fucking love it too. But I had a similar thing where I like at the beginning of quarantine, I realized like I wasn't leaving the house, and so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna shave my head." I've always wanted to shave my head. I don't know what I'd look like, and I shaved it. Let me tell you, I look like a prisoner. First off, I look like if you put an orange shirt on me, I would get tackled by police. They would think I'm an escapee. And so I totally feel you on like just go crazy. Just go do all those things you said you weren't going to do. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, I was like, I only am going to do it. Well, I mean, not do it once, but you know what I mean? Like, let's just try it, see what happens. I can always cut my hair off if it looked tragic. But I just really enjoyed it. And now it's kind of become a thing where like, I just have my head dyed. So here we are.
I love it. I fucking love it. Possibly the most important question to you is, do you think Willow and Sheridan would be friends?
Listen.
She's very warm and receptive. She loves everyone.
If you know Willow, I don't think, I think there would be fighting. I couldn't see it working out, I'm going to be honest.
You sound like that mum at the pickup at school. When I say our children should have a play date and you say, no. That's what you sound like right now.
I'm the mum that's like, oh my God, yes. And then I turn around with my kid. I'm like, you're never going around. That's who I am. Yeah. I'm like, you're never going around that house.
All right, bye, Susan. Thank you so much.
Bye,
her cakes were fucking disgusting. Do not buy her cupcakes at the fucking stall. They're shit. Bye, Susan. So your wish list consists of predominantly pop vinyls. Yes, I did my fucking research. What would your ultimate pop vinyl be? And what is your current ultimate pop vinyl?
So I don't own that many pop vinyls.
That's fine.
I used to collect, uncompared to some.
Don't talk about my mum like that, please. It's fucking disrespectful.
But what would my ultimate pop vinyl be? I honestly don't know. I just love Pokemon. So I'd say Pokemon pop vinyls.
I mean, I did notice they were all Pokemon.
I have one up here that's a Pikachu that my friend got me. That's probably my favorite right now, I'd say. So yeah.
Is that the only one you have?
No, I have more.
I thought you were going to be like, so I've got this one. And it's my favorite at the moment. I'm like, well, that would make sense. Also, stop stroking your Pokemon. Jesus Christ. But yes, if you haven't gone to check out Ryan's wish list, a couple of pop vinyls there. Pretty good gift for someone for their not birthday, if you know what So I am so excited about this part. We're gonna play a game. This is our
Okay.
Let's Play a Game section. Now, this is called Gay History.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to be quizzing you on gay history, and there are correct answers only. So no matter what you say, it's most likely not going to be the correct answer.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, just FYI. Your goal, I guess, by the end is to try and guess what the answer actually is. If that makes sense. I'm not sure if you saw episode 2, because I know that these go on for a while and not everyone's available every time I stream. But in episode 2, I did a version of this with 8-Bit Elliot, where it was wrong answers only. So no matter what Elliot answered, it would be wrong.
Okay.
Even when Elliot thought he was going to guess it right. And it's kind of the same thing here. So if you guess them, I'm very impressed. Are you ready for some gay history, Ryan?
Okay, I think
You're about
so,
to get edge-related. All right?
Okay.
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 Question one, rapid fucking fire. Who is the queen of pop?
Taylor Swift.
Wrong. It's Britney Spears circa 2007. 2.
Oh my God.
Were there fatalities at the events of the Stonewall riots?
Yes.
Wrong. According to Las Vegas, Britney Spears impersonated Derek Barry of RuPaul's
Oh
Drag
my
Race
God.
Season 8 and All Stars 5. Yes. According to everyone else. No. Question 3. What do the letters in LGBTQIA+ stand for?
I know that A stands for ally. I don't know the rest. I honestly don't know.
Wrong. They stand for Let's Get Britney. I can't do it on this end. To quench Instagram's algorithm. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Question 4. Which Britney Spears song is appropriate to play at both a wedding and a funeral?
Toxic.
Wrong. All of them, especially I'm a Slave for You. Question 5. Do you think the other snakes were jealous of the snake Britney used in her I'm a Slave for You music video?
No.
Wrong. Like LGBTQIA+ people, they were all just happy to be exploited without pay for commercial and capitalist gain. Final question, question 6. Is there any one person or figure who speaks on behalf of the entire LGBTQIA+ community and accurately represents every perspective, opinion, and experience of its community members? Would you like that question one more time?
I'm gonna answer it with Britney Spears.
Wrong. Our Lord and Savior Paris Hilton. Thank you so much for playing. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Ryan getting none of those questions correct. Literally none. They weren't even that hard. I
got the ally part right.
No, that stands for algorithm. Britney Spears is in the Instagram algorithm. Sorry.
Oh.
Don't mention it to him. It's fine. He didn't know. We're educating. So now we've done a bit of decent Gobby. How do you feel about your decent Gobby?
I've been loving it. As McDonald says, I'm loving it.
What? How will we manage to go from blowjobs to McDonald's within a single thought, within a single string of thoughts? Look, we're only providing skill here.
Honestly.
So now we're getting into some deep Gobby. Now with this, you are allowed to answer this as honestly and deeply as you want, or if you don't want to necessarily go into anything, you can just answer it as shallowly or just basically skip the question. This is more like I guess you could say like the harder hitting questions or the questions that open up bigger conversations, if that makes sense. So how open the conversation goes is completely up to you and your level of comfortability as well. Also, everyone, welcome in. I'm so glad you enjoyed those questions. Hello. And also, I'd like to thank Mike for that follow. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Welcome to the House of Gobby. We cannot wait to corrupt you. If you're already corrupted, then you're in the right place. Welcome in. This is technically question 10. I didn't include the 6 questions that you got wrong in the middle. As a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, and as we now know that stands for, let's see if I can remember this. Let's get Britney to quench Instagram's algorithm.
Not that.
Fantastic. And also Mr. Piggy Oink. Thank you for that.
Piggy.
Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the House of Gobby. We cannot wait to corrupt you, or if you're already corrupted, then you're in the right place. Welcome in. As a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, do you feel people demand openness in regards to your sexuality on Twitch? I know, big question, hey?
What do you mean by openness? Like,
Do you
define
feel that
what you mean by it.
require you to openly display, discuss, and advocate for your sexuality on Twitch.
Yes.
Mm.
Do I feel like people think that you should do that when you're on Twitch? Yes.
Especially, if you use that tag, yeah.
Yeah, I think, I mean, even when people come into your chat and they say like, how do I come out? Because then you're putting the situation onto that streamer where you're like, how did you do it? What's going on with you? What's going on with your sexuality? And I know a lot of streamers who just use the tag because they are a member of that community and they don't want their stream to be all about that. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like
100%.
Being gay or lesbian or trans isn't what defines them. Like they're their own person. So I do think a lot of viewers, especially for that category, when they come to Twitch, they come to Twitch to see people under that category be openly about themselves. And like I said, it's especially with the thing of coming out. I've had that many, and I don't mind it. I've had it many people come to my streams. They go, how do I come out to my homophobic dad? What do I do? And I'm always like, well, I can tell you what happened to me. Like what happened I didn't actually get to come out. I was outed. Like my dad found a text from me to my boyfriend and XYZ. This is how it happened. But I'm not like, it worries me as well because I don't want them to be like, oh, I'm going to listen to Ryan's advice and I'm going to go do that.
100%.
Because then that is like, I'm not a trained, I'm not trained in anything to do with that. So please, like, keep yourself safe. That's the main thing is keeping yourself safe and doing what you feel you need to do. But I do agree with that question. I think, yes. Yeah. It is one of those things where under the tag you're expected. I mean, you've probably had it as well. I feel like maybe you've had it in your streams.
I mean, I think, and I don't like to necessarily use this as like a victim blaming tactic, but I've kind of painted a target on myself in that regard. Not that there really should be a target if you're open about your sexuality, that you're required to answer these questions, but that's why I always know when someone comes in to my chat and says, are you gay? It's never a genuine question. It's never a genuine question. You know what is a genuine question? Why are you shining so fucking brightly right now? Like 5 minutes ago you were fine, and now I'm being attacked. Is that better?
Good morning.
Not really, but we'll go with it. But yeah, I kind of find that, you know, I've got the rainbow everywhere. The gay is literally in the title. I'm making fun of my last name and being gay at the same time. I've got the flag freaking everywhere. Half of my emotes have a freaking flag attached to it. So like I'm aware that I am not necessarily... I'm not necessarily doing the most that I could be doing to stop people coming in and saying that, but also I don't think that that should be on us as streamers to control how people are going to come into our chat and talk with us, especially about things like our sexuality. There are some days where I really don't want to talk about it. Like I think people misinterpret that, oh, you're out and proud. I'm not proud all the fucking time. There are plenty of situations where I have to tone down my personality or how eccentric I am to not only fit in, but predominantly feel safe. Like there are certain spaces I do not feel safe in that I lower my larynx and make sure I talk a little bit more like this. And I make sure I don't.
Really?
Yeah. And I make sure I don't sway my hips. And it's always, funnily enough.
You sway your hips?
Oh, fuck. I'm a strutter. Ooh. I'm a strutter.
Oh, I love that.
I have Shakira on in one headphone. I've got Beyonce on in the other headphone.
At TwitchCon. I can't wait.
We'll be like that scene in Mean Girls where we're walking down, except I'm definitely the one that falls in the bin. We both know this. We both know I'm the one that falls in the fucking bin. But I don't make it look sexy in a miniskirt. You just see I haven't like shaved the back of my thigh. So, moving on. But yeah, I find that it's always when I'm talking to men. Regardless of sexuality, it's always when I'm talking to men. Because even with
women,
even within the gay community, there's this preconceived notion, or there's this idea that the more masculine you are, the more attractive you are. And to that I say, go for yourself.
That on Twitch, like I've been on Twitch for over a year now, and that on Twitch is so prominent. I'm shocked because I'm very thankful for like the upbringing I had and coming out as gay, and like I haven't had I've had hate, but not like crazy hate or like being targeted for the way I talk or the way I act. But seeing the like on Twitch, if you're more feminine on Twitch, I don't understand. I don't understand why it's more of a would I say looked down? I don't know if I would say looked down upon. I feel like it's more.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I'm trying to think of the word for you. It's kind of like a less favored, or you're looked upon.
They think it's gimmicky. Like it's more like funny.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Like it's more gimmicky and funny the way you're acting. Like, oh, look at this like little feminine gay boy on the stream. Like he's so funny. I'm funny because I'm maybe I do put on the way I act, but I'm also being myself. So you're saying I'm funny because of who I am.
Yeah.
Like there's a boundary there. But no, what you said, 100% true. Yeah. On Twitch. I don't know why.
Very just fucking, I don't understand it. And you look at it as well at the praise that some of these, and look, I'm not trying to take away from anyone's success, but the praise that some of these streamers receive purely based on the way that they look.
Yeah.
But that goes across not only just on Twitch, in the gay community in general. If you are tall, muscular, quote unquote, a top, whatever the fuck that even means anymore. Like if you're all of these things that are deemed to be stronger, more masculine, if you're beefy, if you go to the gym, like all of these things, this whole culture is still rooted in fucking sexism. And then it's those gays that go, we're oppressed, we're just like the women. And you're looking at them going,
you need to stop.
You need to stop.
Just sit down.
Because they're also painting a very toxic representation of this community that we all think that we're above other marginalized communities. And look out, because it's specifically white gay men. I had a chat like this with the other Ryan. Sorry, Ryan, for calling you the other Ryan. You're going to slap me. But for today, you are the other Ryan. But I had a chat with Ryan about this as well, that it's predominantly white, gay, cis men.
What it is.
Who basically paint this picture of we are also oppressed, but we have all of the privilege of being a man and being white. And
well, when you look at it, like, let's look at the trans tag when we were all of the people who wanted the trans tag and who were pushing for it.
Who were pushing for far too long, should we add?
Yeah, can we just...
Far too long. Twitch, get your shit together.
That, for me, when I now look at the people that were pushing for it, there were a few LGBTQIA plus content creators who would fit in the category you said, who didn't say anything about it. They were very quiet about it, but they were still going on about how them and our community were very, I'm so oppressed. I don't make as much money because I am a queer content creator. And I'm sitting here like, okay, so, but think about a trans individual on this platform. Like, I'm gay. Fun fact, I'm technically mixed race. I'm technically mixed race.
Oh, I thought the fun fact was you being gay.
Oh, well, no, that is a fun fact. I'm gay.
Fun fact. That's 2 in 1. Sorry, continue. Sorry.
But I'm also, my dad is Indian and my mom's Irish. So I'm technically mixed race, but I'm white passing. So I'm a gay white passing man on Twitch. I don't get a lot of hate, but imagine a transgender individual on Twitch. And then there are these gay, white, muscly, good looking, loved men who are saying that they're oppressed and not bothering, literally, and not bothering to like campaign for, you know, actual equality on this platform.
It's having a platform and having a privilege and using it only for personal gain.
Yeah. And I think it's one of those things as well, because even when you talk about it, people will judge you because you're like, well, you're going against each other now. But no.
There's divide within the community. Of course there's divide within the community, because not all of us are on the same fucking page. Like, literally. All white people are not on the same page. Like, all men are not on the same... Well, fucking 99% of them are, but it's the wrong page, let me tell you that right now. So I guess this kind of like bleeds into the next part a little bit, but something that affects a lot of creators, and something I know I experience almost daily, and I know you most likely experience this too because we touched on it, is imposter syndrome. So for those who may not be aware, imposter syndrome is the idea or notion that you're either not good enough, or you don't belong, or that people will one day figure out you're not meant to be where you are. Like, it's this kind of weird notion that everyone's talking about you, when in reality, no one's talking about you. So what has your experience been like with this, and how does it affect your content creation?
Oh,
I told you this was deep, Gobby. This is like back of the throat stuff.
This is a gagging Gobby. And I don't have a gag reflex. So
I've walked out of the show. I've walked out of the show, called the producers. We're done. We're done. You told me it wouldn't be like this. Oh my God.
Okay, anyway. As I was saying. Repeat the question.
Eva, I'm sorry. Zoe, I'm sorry. Hermit, Pink Pony, Sexy Beast, Opie, I'm also sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Ooh, no, I'm not sorry at all. Baby, I'm sorry. So what has your experience been like with imposter syndrome, and how does it affect your content creation?
Yeah. I didn't actually know what it was. I now know that I've had this for a while, probably throughout my whole life, and I just thought it was like shyness and anxiety. But I think it has been like imposter syndrome. But with streaming, it's become more prominent, and I don't even know how to explain it. I'm very open on my stream and with my community. I think when I talk about anything to do with mental health and imposter syndrome, like I'm very open about how I'm feeling. And when I first got this weird feeling of like feeling like other people are doing better than me, and like, oh, I'm doing awful. I didn't think anyone else felt the same. I was like, I'm the only one. I'm the only one. And then
can we get some hands up in chat for anyone that's ever felt or compared themselves to somebody else on Twitch? I have never done this. Not once. I didn't do it this morning. Don't be ridiculous. I've never once done this. I'm above all of you.
That's the thing. I didn't think anyone else felt like that. And then I started talking to other streamers, and I was like, oh.
Wait, there are other people that stream?
Yeah, there's more people on this platform. Do you not know?
Pretty sure it's just me, but continue.
Okay.
It has to be. I'm a white, cis, gay male, so...
You're on the front page right now.
I am the front page.
Welcome to Twitch.
Sorry, I'll stop interrupting you with jokes. Please continue.
It's okay.
Yes. When you were speaking to other streamers...
Oh yeah, when I was speaking to other streamers, I realized like, oh, okay, it's not just me. Like other people feel this way. And I think it was when I was talking to like one of my best friends on Twitch, Bree. If you don't know after Bree, please go check them out. She was telling me how to like deal with it, and that she goes through the same things. And
she's fantastic, by the way. For those who don't know, Bree is like, if you want, sorry, the sun is just coming from my gig again. Sorry, I said gig, not gag reflex. Ryan, calm down. And so, Bree is fantastic. If you don't know Bree, you must go and check them out. They may or may not be in a lineup soon that's coming out.
Oh.
Maybe after this episode.
No, so I was talking to her, and she was just telling me that she felt the same way. And I honestly, like, 6 months ago, I was going to quit streaming because I had such bad imposter syndrome to the point where I was like, I cannot do this anymore. Like, I cannot go on this platform and every day I compare myself to someone else, or I make myself feel worse. I don't know why my content's bad. And she genuinely was the person who said, no, keep going, because if you keep going, you're going to get somewhere. And here I am 6 months later, and so much has happened.
Piggybacking off my success.
Page of Twitch. What can I say? I'm on Gettin Gobby. What can I say? Yay. My life is made.
For those who don't know, we're completely joking. I'm aware that I'm not on the front page of Twitch. I'm also aware I'm not the biggest creator on Twitch, nor do I think I deserve to be any of these things. So, just to be clear, for any of those people who are going to, in 10 years' time, cherry pick this whole stream, and it's just me rolling my eyes at you and... The haters. You know what?
Ryan was bullied. Ryan was targeted throughout the whole interview, and I'll be like,
"You be the one that sent them though to find the footage. You'll be, you'll be like this fucker."
Oh my god, could you imagine?
I'm
Anyway,
so glad you didn't. I'm so glad you didn't quit because you're a fucking fantastic content creator. Every time I come
Thank
into your stream,
you.
it's just joyous. Like
Thank you so much.
that's like the first word that comes to mind when I think of your streams is joyous. Regardless of what you're doing or what you're talking about, there's always an element of you wanting to bring joy to others, and that's so important and so overlooked. So many people these
Yeah.
days are streaming for fame, or they're streaming for fortune, or they saw their favorite person making all this money, so they're going to go and do it too. Whereas I think sometimes what we forget is that some of the smaller communities are just as important as
Oh yeah.
some of the bigger ones. And that's coming from someone who still considers themselves to have a relatively small community. I love my small community. I love how intimate
Yeah.
my community is. Like my goals recently, and we'll get into this a little bit later, my goals since not getting partner have completely changed.
Oh, yeah.
Because up until that point, that was like, the big goal. That was the end goal.
That's the goal.
And
Yeah.
so when I didn't reach that goal, I was like, well, fuck, I'm not good enough. And then I thought, well, hang on, what is not good enough? And who's written this description of not good enough? And I was like, oh, well, anyone can write that description, but I can read my own description if I want. So let me just write my own fucking description. And my description was, and I think I've said this in a lot of streams as well, my description of good enough is have people leave your stream better than when they arrived. That's like the thing I live by with my streams, is if you come into my stream, the goal of that stream is to make you feel better than when you arrived. And so that's like that's what I live by. And I feel like you unintentionally are also living by that. Like you just,
I mean,
I don't know a single person that's gone, have you ever been to the Just Ryan stream? It's awful. I feel so bad when I leave. I didn't smile once. I don't know a single person that's ever said that.
there probably is people who
Actually,
have said
sorry,
that.
Bree said that a couple of times to me. Sorry. She wanted you to keep going because it's just funny.
There probably are people who have said that, but
I need to
like
stop brushing my beard with this brush.
that's why I stream, is to make people smile. Like I did it because I was in lockdown. I didn't know what to do, and I literally genuinely did it just to make people, have a good time and smile. And I think my goal when I like that 6 months ago when I like decided I'm going to keep going was, okay, I want a community. I don't want to just keep streaming and have people that come in and out. I want people who stay and like I get to know them and we all like hang out and it's fun. And when my goal switched to being that, everything changed. Everything with streaming changed. And even when I got denied partner, because I've also been denied partner, I knew the goal would completely change as well. And now it's more of like, okay, I'm just going to enjoy what I really want to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing now.
100%. 100%. So we'll get into that a little bit because that does come in later.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I guess the next kind of big, like we're hitting on some big topics, by the way, team, just FYI, like this is not stuff that you would usually see in a conversation between two gay white men. Sorry, one gay white man and one mixed race gay man. So mental health is something I know you're incredibly passionate about being open with, and something that I personally have found like very helpful is you being so open and me going, fuck, like I feel like that too. And there are times I don't obviously speak it all the time because, again, I get that imposter syndrome kind of thing that comes in. But how do people perceive your openness in regards to your mental health? And how do you protect yourself from people who don't respect the fragility that often comes with sharing personal information online? I know, sorry, I'm just punching you in the face with these questions over and over. I'm like, no, mental health, imposter syndrome.
They're really
are you
good
gay?
questions. They're such good questions because they're questions I would never think to ask myself or like answer. So they're really good.
You're welcome for the existential crisis at 1 a.m.
Thank you. I'm ready for bed. No.
and end stream. Thank you all for coming.
What was the question?
So, of course you can. Can you please put the word in a sentence? Also, son, leave me alone. S-U-N, not S-O-N, just for anyone that's wondering. How do you find people perceive your openness in regards to your mental health? So I guess to break that question down a little bit, how do you find that people interpret your openness for mental health? And then how do you also protect yourself from people who don't respect how fragile a position it puts you in to be open about mental health?
Oh, in terms of like how do I protect myself? I feel like I have to block any of the hate or like I've had it before where people have genuinely sent messages talking about my anxiety or the way I talk about mental health on my streams. I've had negative messages about it. Things like just, you know, go cry yourself to sleep tonight and stuff like that. And it gets to a point where I've heard it so many times that I'm like, please just come up with something new because it's so boring now.
Yeah, if you're going to attack me, like make it worth my time.
Yeah, like make it something freaking good, please.
Want a Gobby?
I think...
I was asking myself, just FYI, everyone. No. I feel like this entire thing should just be called disclaimers. It's just me disclaiming the entire time, like, I promise I'm not an asshole. Maybe I am. maybe I'm a dick.
I think one time I was actually really worried, which is so random, was putting the depression tag on my stream because depression is such a stigmatized category and it's such a big category to talk about, and to have it tagged on my stream, I was like, there is 100% going to be some kind of hate. There hasn't right now, but I was really right about that. And I till today. And yeah, I do get a lot of hate from it, but I think that's what makes my community. Like I have a lot of people that come in and they know, oh, I see Ryan dealing with all these issues. He's so open about it. He talks about them. I'm going to do the same. And I feel like I can trust to go there and feel better about hearing about it. That's why I do it. I've said it before on my streams. I worked for a company, the Royal Shakespeare Company.
Oh, wow.
And I actually never said their name on stream because I was scared they were going to come.
Well, technically you're not on your stream, so...
Oh, well, I did work for the Royal Shakespeare Company.
Big company, by the way, for those who don't know. Huge company.
It's a huge theatre company. Yeah. I was their director for their live show. And...
How did I not know this? How did I not know this?
At uni, I studied digital television production. So
how did I not know this? Are you kidding me?
No, yeah, I specialized.
And you never gave me a
job.
Wow, fuck you.
And I specialized in directing and producing. And I worked for one of their live shows on my first year of uni. And I'll never forget it. It was a very surreal experience. And I was 19 years old. So I've never done a live show before. This is completely new to me. I was doing the show. And at one point I had a panic attack. And I had to leave the studio.
Jeez.
And the producer came up to me and she was like, what is wrong? What is wrong with you? And I was like, I'm sorry, I just need 2 minutes. I'm having a panic attack. The next day I got fired. And that's not a joke. They didn't even fire me. They got my lecturer to fire me. When I asked what the reason was, he said, you need to ask them. I went, you know what the reason is, don't you? And he went, yes, I do. I went, do you agree with it? And he went, no, I don't. And I never spoke about it again because we both knew what it was. We both knew I got fired because I had anxiety or because I had a breakdown. And
people love to, every time you're dealing with something, they love to just stamp that on, don't they? You're having a breakdown. No, you're being a cunt, and I'm responding to that.
Yeah. And I switched. That moment, my mind just completely went like, are you fucking joking?
Yeah, that's fucked.
I was just finding out as well, like, oh, what anxiety was. I didn't know what that was. I was literally just finding it out, going to uni, getting anxious, having panic attacks. And that happened. She also fired my friend, but that was for a different situation. And I will never work with the Royal Shakespeare Company again. They had a lot of other issues. They're very homophobic. I could expose them all right now if I wanted to. They're not a very nice company. But the point was...
Receipts! We're getting receipts! We're getting receipts! Everyone get your pens and paper. Yes. Point was? Sorry, you were saying.
The point was that was the moment where I was like, there is this stigma with this in work and it needs to be changed.
Yeah, very much so.
It needs to be spoken about and it needs to be more acknowledged, because the fact that I got fired for having one panic attack is mind-blowing to me. And then I've met other streamers who went through the same thing.
Yeah,
And it's shocking.
I think people really they don't understand the toxicity that especially comes with performing arts, not just for performers.
Oh, 100%.
Everyone involved. Now, I also was someone who underestimated this because I was like, I'm strong. I've been bullied in high school. I'm fine. It's not necessarily... how do I even phrase this? There's a whole extra level that comes with being in the performing arts industry because no one is willing to do anything for you except yourself. Right. And half the time you won't do it because you know that other people are going to think you're full of shit. So like I had a similar thing. To be very candid, very open and honest, I have been battling a sexual harassment claim I've seen on your Instagram. For the last 3 years. I've been battling a sexual harassment claim. It was, because it's closed now. It was the third time that I had approached this producer about my experience, and only on the third time was I taken seriously. And on this third time, there was so much manipulation, so much wordplay into, I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this to make sure that you're going to be okay. And I'm like, well, you wouldn't be doing this unless I was literally hounding on your door. So is this idea that the industry is this progressive thing is fucking bullshit. Ginger for days, thank you for the raid, my love. Welcome in. It is lovely to have you here with you and your beautiful community. Here's a quick exclamation mark interview. Who set that up? It was me. To explain like what's happening today. But my love, thank you for that raid. And guys, if you haven't gone to check out Ginger's, please go and do so. But yeah, this idea that the performing arts industry is this big progressive thing is a fucking crock of shit. It's a fucking crock of shit. It's awful. And first off, I'm so sorry you had that experience. And secondly, unfortunately, so many people have had that experience. And it's disgusting.
I think, like, I really wanted to... So my goal was to be a director. I wanted to be a director. I was like, that's what I want. I want to produce and direct my own stuff. I want to do that. 3 years at uni doing digital television production and working in TV and with other people made me decide I don't want to do that, because I have never, ever experienced so much toxicity in one environment in my life. There are people that are willing to just take you down for no reason. They will pick on the littlest thing and it will just knock you down. And it just shocks me. And like my boyfriend, he is a set designer. So he worked also in like theater and stuff. And he's the exact same. He said, I don't understand that environment. It's crazy to me as well, especially for something that's very like, very gay. It's very like the gay industry, like performing arts. Do you know what I mean? It's very like known to have a lot of gay people in it. And I'm just like...
The performing arts put perform in performative. That's all I'll say. It's fucking performative. Oh my God, all these gay people are here, da 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 da. Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at all the ones that have got this huge platform.
Yeah.
We've only just now started to get the mainstream idea of people like Harry Styles who are playing around with fluidity, or Jaden Smith who also play with fluidity. But these, again, previously perceived as masculine presenting men now receiving praise for gender fluidity or fluidity in the way that they dress. And don't get me wrong, I'm so happy for them and I'm so happy to see it. But look at how drag queens have been perceived since long before either one of those two were mainstream media. Men playing around with gender fluidity and the idea of dressing in clothes that are perceived by society as not normal.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. Not my words. Quote unquote. And yet all of a sudden Harry Styles is on the cover of Vogue and everyone's like, oh my God, this is beautiful. This is what masculinity is. I'm like,
yeah.
Why are we still trying to define this fucking term? Just let whatever you perceive masculinity as, done. Whatever you perceive femininity as, sure. But don't tell other people how to think, perceive, and interpret these words. Oh, when it's all fucking... what's the word? It's like when everyone has their own perception of something. What's that word? It comes into like English when you're reading a paper and it's like down to your opinion. I know, I saw it on your face. You know exactly what I'm talking about, but you just...
I probably do know it, and I can't even think of it.
Oh my God.
I don't even know it.
Stop talking about her. Stop talking about her. Earth Debris, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for the raid. We were not talking about you earlier.
We were not talking about you earlier.
We were not talking about you. No. Bree, thank you for that raid, my love. I appreciate it. For everyone coming in. Perspective, yes.
Perspective.
It's all down to perspective, whatever you perceive
That's
it to
true.
be. 100%. Yeah. Thank you, Phoebe. I appreciate it. And for everyone coming in with Bree's raid, thank you so much. I appreciate you all being here. And go and check out Bree. So, yeah, that was kind of a big question, wasn't it? Love that for us.
Oh
but
my
yeah,
God.
I think it's this interesting thing that I often find that being open about mental health is perceived as weakness, to show that there are moments where you are maybe not feeling 100% or subjective. Oh my God, Miss Angie, perfect. That's what I was looking for, subjective. And also Disney for life. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's this, I've lost my train of thought. Oh no, it's this idea that you're weak for openly talking about your experience. Like the amount of people that shut me out and shut me down, friends I've had for years. Because because I put up an Instagram story. I had one issue, and I won't name names.
Stop. Because you put up that Instagram story, they shut you out.
Yeah. So I had a friend that I've known since I was in year 9. And the reason I got very upset about this is because this friend has seen my journey with this, never once said anything, which again, you don't know everyone's story. Maybe they were triggered by the story. Maybe they felt uncomfortable with the story. They auditioned for the show that I was harassed on. Got cast, didn't tell me. I had to find out with the rest of the population. I've known this person since I was in year 9, so that is about 10 years. I've known this person for a decade. And then I put up a story basically saying like, because clearly the respect level is not there. And again, I'm sure you can see this as well with the fact that the company fired you through a lecturer because they didn't have the balls to say what they were really thinking and feeling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so... I basically put up a story basically saying like, hey, if you're part of this show, I can see when you see my stories. Don't play me for, I said, don't play me for a fool. Don't play me for a fool. I can see if you can see my stories, and I watch all of you watching me like a hawk. I put up a story within 15 minutes. Half of the cast, present and past, was on that story. Half of them don't follow me on Instagram. I was like, do not play me for a fool. And so it's just cruel. And it makes you, it's that thing, right? Where it's the opposite of imposter syndrome. You know, everyone's talking about you. You see them looking and talking. And so it really fucked me up because I was like, this person I've known for so long, I've been over backwards for this person. I've gone to shows, brought them flowers, done everything I can to support this person, build them up. And they went and did this. And then I got a message that had no apology and was a complete justification. And then at the end, they thanked me for my openness so that they can go forward in the show with a clear perspective. This team is the performing arts industry. This is the performing, and this is not like, we're all like, oh my God, that's ridiculous. Is it? Think about how many other stories you've heard like this of people stepping over whoever they need to because it's easier for them to accept that they're not a bad person. It's easier.
It's classic. This is so sad, but it really is classic TV, theatre, film industry. Like it really is. And especially like sexual harassment, like that situation, especially in TV and film recently over the past years, we've seen so much come out about it. I'm shocked that someone would see that. Like, no, if I saw that, I'd be like, I
for
quit.
a friend
I need
of
to
10
call
years.
Up. I need to quit. Yeah, I need to quit. Like, that shocks me. Like, they clearly don't have any morals.
Yeah, very much. Yeah,
is what they believe.
Very much so. But I think the other thing that kind of ties into that is that if this is our experiences as gay men, mixed race and white, imagine the experience of trans women of color in this industry.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, like, if this is what people are willing to do to people with privilege, which I'm sorry to acknowledge it on your behalf, but that we do have quite a fair bit of privilege with the way that we look and the way that we were born.
100%.
Imagine those that don't have that privilege, don't have the safety net of a social media platform. Like, for us to come on and talk about all this stuff is such a privilege, to know that at the end of it, we don't have to fear for our lives, or that we don't have to worry that, you know, my family's going to see this or my friends are going to see this and completely just shut me out. I mean,
Yeah.
that friend sees this wants to shut me out. Go for gold, honey. I've already blocked you. So, petty meets petty. And so, yeah, very, very interesting. So my final, like, big question, which I think is going to kind of encapsulate a lot of what we've already spoken about, is something I don't think people realize is how intense and nerve-wracking things can be when you're working towards partnership on Twitch. What do you wish people had told you before starting a quote-unquote partner push, or working towards the analytics needed to be accepted into the program? Like, what do you wish people had told you?
I was I was very lucky because I'm still a part of a stream team who a lot of them have done partner pushes or applied for partners. So I was able to reach out to a lot of people, and I knew a lot of people who were going through it at the exact same time as me. So my thing was, before I do this, I'm going to reach out to these people and I'm going to ask them, what do I need to do? What can I do? What tips do you have? So I did that.
I'm getting rid of it, don't you worry. Bye.
And when it actually came to doing it, it's difficult. It's mentally draining, because if you don't know, when you do a partner push, you cannot not look at the figures. You have to look at the analytics. If you don't hit a certain number, it will make you feel like shit all day.
And the shitty thing is that number changes from person to person and from case to case.
Yeah.
There are some people who get partnership with 75 viewers. There are others that they say, no, you need to have an average of like 180 to 200.
Yeah.
It's fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
And it doesn't make any sense to me. So when I first did it, I was like, okay, we're actually doing really well. And then I'd have bad weeks, I'd have good days and bad days. And I had a lot of support from like so many streamers and so many friends. But it's really difficult, and it takes a toll on you a lot. Like, especially for me who has mental health issues, it's hard to deal with that on a daily basis, and having to look at all these figures. And if I didn't hit 75 average viewers, I would beat myself up the whole night. And then the next day would happen. Oh, I didn't hit again. No, I'm getting frustrated now. Oh, didn't happen again. And it just got to a point where I was like, I am failing because I'm doing something. I'm not hitting that goal and I'm failing. And that's why when I got denied, it took me a few weeks afterwards to be like, we need to stop. I need to take a break. I need to calm down. I need to enjoy streaming again. I need to like figure out a way to just enjoy why I started streaming again. But I think a lot of viewers don't understand how difficult like trying to get a partner on it's fucking difficult. Like, especially if you're no one on Twitch, it's not easy, like, at all.
Yeah, I think the other thing that also kind of hits hard is that every time someone gets partner, it's all over Twitter. It's all over Twitter.
Yeah.
Every time you log on to Twitter during a partner push, the first thing you see is, oh my God, team, we did it. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a conversation. Is there a reason you're meowing in the background? Sheridan? Excuse me?
She wants partner.
Do you want food or not this month? Do you want it? I'm looking directly at you. Do you want food? Well, I get paid monthly for Twitch, so.
For the front page.
This month? No. Only the front page. If you don't want it, then keep going. All right? That's my prerogative to you.
Wow.
You're not getting my chicken. I can't afford chicken. Who cares? Okay. But yeah, it's this... This really... some of the things I wish people had told me before I did a partner push was that it's out of your control.
Oh, yeah.
It's out of your control. You can have all the figures that someone else has. that doesn't mean you're going to get partner. You can have half the figures that someone else has. You might get partner. I spent hours agonizing over my little thing to basically kind of justify my community and why I believe I should get partner. And I think what I've learned from that is that I was playing the groveling game because I didn't believe that I was worth it. I didn't believe that I was enough. I didn't believe I had enough. My next application for partner, should I ever reach there, should I ever choose to be partner, would just be, look at my figures.
Yeah.
Because that's all you've asked me to do.
And that's literally 100% true.
I'm not
like,
why should we sit here and be like, my community is amazing. We provide a safe space. They don't give a fuck what we provide. So long as we're providing money, that's what they want in the partnership application. No one got partner because they were an amazing community. Not a single person. Name one person that at 30, 40, 50 viewers, even 75 viewers average, got partner and Twitch sent them a message saying like, thank you so much. You're going to represent our community so well. Da, 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 da. My email back had glitches in it. It was a generic like bot email they sent back. They clicked they sent denied and something didn't even come up at the bottom. It wasn't even registered. It was just like boxes with question marks. I'm like,
see,
but we're pulling so much time and energy into them. Yeah.
That's the thing. I think, I'm going to be honest. I think when you hit the partner goal, you should just fucking get it. When you hit affiliate, you get it. Why do we have to apply to become a partner? We don't get 50, like there's no more money. I don't get more money if I become a partner. I just get more emote slots and fun extra things to do.
And you can't stream on any other platform.
Oh yeah, and you can't stream on any other platform. But like, I'm not streaming on any other platform anyway, Twitch. Why would you care for me to click apply? And just so you know, if you don't have the button or like haven't been able to apply, I'm going to talk you through what this is that we see. When you click on it, you basically like attach your social medias. You either can or you don't have to. And then you have to write as much as you like about your community. I spoke to so many partnered streamers who I know. And when I asked them about this, they said, you just need to write about how much money you make because they do not give a shit about your community. Every streamer I spoke to, I'm sorry, Twitch, I'm calling you out because every streamer I spoke to, they would write about their community and they would say they instantly got a denial. And as soon as they mentioned how much money they made, how quick their growth was, how many followers they had on a platform, how big their Discord was, they got accepted. So in my head, it doesn't make sense as to why are you bothering to make it look like I can just reach that goal when you know there is no way certain streamers will be able to.
Yeah.
And I get what you mean by it on Twitter because I see it all the time and I'm so happy for people. But there's a part of you that also is like, I'm doing just as good as you, I think. Like, why am I not getting there?
No, this is the 4th time that you have decided.
Oh my God.
For those who are aware, I'm literally just holding her. Like, I'm not squeezing.
She is not happy.
Nothing. She's never happy. Continue. Don't let my daughter interrupt you.
Oh my God.
No, this is my way of saying you cannot just come in, cry. No. You cannot come in and cry. You cannot stand there. And every time I go to... No.
Oh.
I love you so much. I see that threatening. Oh, do you see that?
Oh my God, someone call the police.
Do you see this paw? You know what? This is what you deserve. Go on. Oh! Pardon me while I discipline my child. Ouch.
Not the homophobic abuse at the end of Pride Month. Not this.
That is Twitch responding to our conversation today.
My God. Not the homophobic abuse at the end of Pride Month.
Bite the hand that feeds you. That's what they say. That's what Sheridan has fucking shaved into the side of her belly. Just bite the hand that feeds you. Fuck me, I guess. Fuck the money I spent. Fucking. Anyway, I'm so sorry. Okay. Yes, Twitch cares about money.
Yeah, well, I think we all knew that.
Yeah.
Like, even when you look at what was funny was when I got denied. So I don't know what your email said, but I got the email where they're like, apply in 2 to 3 weeks and we'll see where you're at. And I sat with my boyfriend and I went, it's a bit weird that they've said that because next month is Pride Month and they know I'm a gay content creator.
Mine said the same thing.
And I got so scared because I was like, that better not be like a tactic that they do to like boost people up, but then I wouldn't be surprised.
I think because I had the same thing on my email, but mine was not centered around like Pride Month or anything, or it didn't fall within that Pride Month time slot. I think it's their way of basically saying like, you're not good enough, but don't stop streaming on our platform.
Yeah.
You might be good enough one day. In fact, you might be good enough 2 to 3 weeks from now. I'm like, well, my content in 2 to 3 weeks is not going to change so exponentially, but you know what is going to change? My analytics. And my analytics did. They went down.
Yeah.
I was like,
of course they're going to go down. Like, they know, that's the thing. I think they know that. And I think sometimes when they deny you, they do it as like a test. Let's see if you reapply. Let's see if they really want partnership. And I've spoken to so many streamers, partnered streamers agree with this. There needs to be a middle level between affiliate and partner, because to anyone who doesn't stream, and it's not 75 viewers every stream, it's an average of 75 viewers every stream.
That includes the first 5 minutes when people haven't even gotten your notification. Yeah. So already, if you start a stream, it counts that first minute at 0 viewers. That means in order to get an average of 75, you need to not get 75. You need to even that out and keep it there.
So you'd have to get like, I'd say 100, maybe more, every stream for 30 days.
For hours.
To hit it. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know anyone who can... There's even partner streamers who, after getting partner, don't have those figures.
No.
So...
And also, like, it's one of those things as well that the 75 is not... Oh, you need to have that to get partner. That's to apply. That's the minimum.
Yeah.
That's the minimum number that they even consider looking at.
They want more.
And I think they also look at, like, how many raids you've gone. Did the raids boost your numbers? Yeah. They did? Oh, that's not your community then.
Yeah. They look at your raid percentage.
Any way they can make it this big elitist thing. And to those who have achieved it, like, congratulations, fantastic. Well done.
Honestly,
you've done a fucking next level job. Next level job. And if people do get partnered, clearly there is something about their content that brings people in. And so I don't want this to become like we're bashing anyone that's got partner. We're not doing that at all. We're bashing the system, because we are bashing. We're bashing the system that makes it an elitist thing to basically put a seal of approval on the quality of your content, which has nothing to do with the quality of your content at all.
I don't think there is this divide with partners or affiliates. If you have that tick, you're seen as a different level, even when it comes to sponsorships. And I just don't personally feel like that's correct. Like, when I look at your content, if I'm looking at your content, no shade to any partners, but your content is a lot better than other partnered creators.
If you're wondering what lights we use at the moment, we're using our iPhone torch, because without it we look like this. So if this is the content that Ryan is talking about, our internet dropped out yesterday. We're here in the house of Gobby not only provide quality but also budget.
And that is why Gobby's content is so good.
So good, because it's relatable. Okay, it's fucking relatable. And also my inability to stop buying things I don't need is very relatable. Fuck. But no, I appreciate you being open about that. And I think it's a very important conversation that no one talks about, because I think there's this notion if you speak out against Twitch isn't going to like help you. And I'm like, when has Twitch ever helped us? When? We provide them money and they provide us with technology that is subpar to what they could be giving us. Because they would rather save some money and cut some costs, because gaming is such a, guys, you don't understand, gaming is such a small industry. It's tiny. It's so small. It makes like what? You make like what, $5 a year playing games? Like, honestly, it's fucking ridiculous. And
I make no money.
I made like $6 because I made The Sims 4 and I've only made like $6 this year. Because like all my expansion packs, I make them so cheap.
Not The Sims 4.
I make them so cheap. And I give out free updates and they don't break people's game. Sorry. Now I'm getting fucking petty. So let me quickly pop over to Ask FM. For those who don't know, if you have not asked a question on Ask FM, now is the time. Feel free to use !ask in chat to ask Ryan a question. Now, these are not questions for me. These are questions for Ryan. Just FYI. I will not be answering these questions. Oh, I muted myself in the Discord chat. That was so silly.
Oh, hi.
Hi, sorry, Ryan. Every beautiful word that came out of your mouth moments ago was lost not only to the void, but to the Discord.
Oh, okay. Love that.
So let me quickly log in. Now, I was explaining this last time. I fucking hate this. And I will probably never use Ask FM after like this month because I'd rather just see the questions in chat. This Ask FM thing, do you remember Ask FM back in the day, right? Where you just ask, it basically is like, do you have a crush on this person? And you're like, yes, I do. How did you get? That's what it was, right? That is now all changed.
Oh, really?
Now they have VIPs that just say things like, I hope you're having a good day. Well, I was until you messaged. Like, what? Who the fuck are you? Get out of
that.
Like, get out. Get out. You don't know me. How come I can never remember this fucking password? Hang on. Not me, not remembering the password for Ask FM. I know you are. Just those chapped lips after all this, Gobby. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're not doing Ask FM. I'm done with this today. I hate this website. We should now ask questions in the chat. Now, please keep these questions respectful and also keep in mind that other people are in the chat as well. So don't just spam the chat with your question if we're not answering the question. Did you see that look from Ryan? That's what you get if you spam the chat with questions. Oh, fuck. But even with the hair looks good. Okay. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. If you ask them on Ask FM, feel free to go and copy and paste that question and bring it here. Because I fucking hate that website. We're not using it anymore. When do you become jealous and why? Like, Ask FM, leave me alone. Paper, it's so stupid. Like, these questions, one of them was like, what is your favorite day of the week? Mine is Tuesday. I was like, I didn't ask Sharon. I didn't ask what your favorite day of the week is. Also, how did you find my Ask FM? How?
That's so creepy. Who are these people? What the hell?
I don't. That's the thing. I don't fucking know.
Oh,
First question. Big hard hitting question from Milo. What type of lip balm are you using?
Oh, it's hold on. It's Carmex. It's Carmex strawberry lip balm.
Wait, do I have my lip
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Can you see it?
Can you see it?
Oh, Daily
Can you
Grace
see
coming
it?
at us. Can you see it?
Can you see it?
Can you see it?
you
Mine
see
is,
it?
it says Nivea because my camera's flipped. It says Aven.
Can you see? Not even. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the lip balm I use. I'm not sponsored.
And now a 10-second segment of us putting lip balm on.
Oh.
Okay. Just remember, this is not part of the Gettin Gobby, okay?
This is your intro. This is how we should have started it.
This is actually the light Gobby. Gettin Gobby. I can see it. Next question. Who is your favorite Sailor Scout?
Wait, what's Sailor Scout?
Yeah,
What is that?
I don't know what a Sailor Scout is either, Mikey. I thought maybe this was an inside joke that I wasn't a part of, and instead of calling this out as being something that I'm not actually included in.
I was like,
oh, my favorite Sailor Scout. Chocolate chip. You're like, what?
what is that?
From Sailor Moon. Okay, from Sailor Moon.
Oh, from
I
Sailor
didn't
Moon.
realize they were called Scouts.
I didn't know that either.
Well, apparently, because you're about to tell me you've never watched Sailor Moon.
I've never watched Sailor Moon, no.
I feel like you would actually love it. I feel like it's very much a show that you would enjoy.
Oh, really?
I can imagine
I've been told to watch it.
I can imagine you doing a Sailor Moon cosplay with like the thing on your forehead.
Okay.
Okay, fine. I just want to see you in a miniskirt. Fuck my life, you know?
Oh, okay.
Shit on me for wanting.
Kind of stream.
If by a different kind of stream you mean good stream, then yes, it is. Other than excluding streaming, from Miss Angie48. Hey, Miss Angie, how you
Oh,
doing?
God.
I love when they do that. So we have this from a caller from Texas, Tennessee. This is Miss Angie48. Miss Angie, thank you for your question. I love when they do that.
Love this. Oh my
Excluding streaming, what would be an ideal career for you?
Fuck.
Other than working with the Royal Shakespeare Company.
Oh, I've always been working with the RSC. Love that.
That's called RSI. Sorry, it's just from all the typing. Yeah. Not from the Gobby. That's different.
I think I would be maybe good at like being a presenter.
Oh, for sure.
Or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'd be so good at doing something like that.
I would
really
love to
like
watch you
talking to
commentate.
people.
I would love to watch you commentate like an esports championship.
Could you imagine Twitch?
Yes.
Could you imagine? Oh my God, like a Fortnite one, and I'm like, oh,
a Fortnite one, or
him.
I actually would love to watch you do it with a game you don't know anything about. That would be my favorite. Because the thing you don't realize about yourself is that you're so endearing to watch as a person. Yeah, I'm complimenting you, get over it. You're so endearing to watch as a person that like watching you experience something for the first time is so exciting, because if we're also experiencing it for the first time, or even if we're not experiencing it, sorry, there's a Sheridan here just made its way onto my
it's from the Gobby.
Even lip balm. Watching you experience something for the first time is so endearing, because it's like, without this sounding like an awful thing, it's like when you're watching a kid play with a toy for the first time and watching them get so excited about it. It's got that vibe. I'm not trying to say you're childish or anything like that, but it's got that level of excitement where I'm excited to watch someone be excited. If that makes sense.
I get what you mean. No, I 100% get that. I think that'd be so funny, because honestly, games, whoever does it, I don't know what esport games are, hit me up. Get my
League
info,
of Legends,
I'll
let's
do
go.
it. What the fuck? I don't know what that game is. Hit me up. I don't know what that is. What is League of Legends? What do you do in that? I can just hear a cat in the background. It's so silent. I don't know. I can hear a cat.
I'm sorry, that's no, Aaron, don't go there. You don't know what League of Legends is?
Like, I know that it's like
I know
like
that's
a game. It's a game.
Yeah.
It's like a fighting game.
It is a fighting game. It's just gays with fake nails doing this back and forth.
Oh, really? Do you play it? Do you actually play League of Legends?
I do play League of Legends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do.
League of Legends stream.
I play it on mobile, not on computer, because the controls confuse me. Oh, there was a burp halfway through a sentence. You're welcome. We provide quality here on Gettin Gobby. Hang on a second. Here's another one. Long time viewer, first time caller. So this is from someone that you have no idea who it is. This is Toast Burn, and this is long-time viewer, first-time caller. Ryan, do you have any other big streaming influencers? And I believe that the only correct answer would be to reply with, "Oh, this person, Toast Burn." Like, yes.
Well, Toast Burn is my IRL friend Lewis, and he made my raid video. If you were curious.
Okay. As the raid video is playing, I've also mentioned this to you several times. I think I DM'd you as well when I saw this raid video, and I was like, I was like, that editing is fucking phenomenal. And you're like, it was my friend. It was my friend. And I was like, well, fucking kudos to them. And then today I said, whatever you're paying your friend, I don't think they're paying you, raise. They need a raise. They need a raise. That video is fucking so good. Look at me getting excited. I'm getting excited as if it's like, you know, League of Legends or something. Do you have any other big streaming influencers?
Ooh. Oh my God. Life Simmer was one. Who else? I generally don't know. One of them would probably be, they don't stream anymore, but there was a streamer, he was in the chat, Coco Vision. He used to stream. And when he streamed, he was one of the first people to like notice me, raid me, get to know me. And that was very inspiring. He was not a big streamer, but it was inspiring to have someone like want to help me like kick off streaming. Yeah. So that was really nice. I'm literally going through my streaming list right now just to see if I can think of anyone, because I honestly can't think off the top of my head. I think I don't have like a specific one big streamer. I feel like it's a collective of people. Like, I feel like everyone kind of inspires me to do something different. Like, I would say you are an inspiration for me because your content, he's gonna fucking hate this. I would say you are an inspiration purely because of the way that your content is and what you create. And I have literally watched you since you started streaming. I would say the same for Bree because I love Bree's content. And
Oh,
she's a
sorry,
good
we're talking
friend
about
of
Bree now.
mine.
Yes, we love Bree. Bree's fantastic. Sorry, I was just ignoring you for being nice to me. Thank you.
There's a streamer called Shania who does Animal Crossing. I love
Twain?
her. I love her content. Ryan Watt, another great streamer who does amazing content.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know them. They're quite, you know.
Shania Twain? Yeah, I know her. She's pretty good.
There's all these like streamers that I think are like not big streamers, but they like inspire me like to do things. I wouldn't be here like, I love Ninja. Ninja is my favorite streamer.
You don't like Ninja?
He
They
just doesn't
provide-
inspire me.
Well, they provide so much into our world as smaller streamers.
Do you think?
Fuck no.
I was doing like
This has just become a diss track. This whole episode has just become a diss track.
Ninja. Yes.
I would...
The clap.
Yeah.
That's your next guest.
That's actually
That's
my
your
next guest. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm working my way up. I've worked out that by 2074, I should have worked my way to Ninja, but by that point, they'll be completely irrelevant and also dead. So...
Well...
Oh, actually, that's in
It is
50
what it
years.
is.
I don't know how old Ninja is. Maybe they won't be dead. Oh my God, I could have them on the show. Guys, I'm going to start the petition. I'm going to start the petition for Ninja to be on Gettin, Gobby.
I love that.
We love
I
to
can't
see
wait.
it. Shania was my childhood. Ooh, okay. Let's do final question because I know it is very late for you and I do not want to destroy your sleep schedule.
It's already destroyed, don't worry.
What is your... Well, I don't want to be part of that. I want to be helping you. This is actually an intervention. That's why we brought you here today. We know
I
that
didn't know this.
if you weren't here, we know that you'd be playing Minecraft. I wouldn't be playing it. You would be playing Minecraft. And we need to stop this immediately.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I actually, I didn't want to tell you this, but everyone in chat, you can now tell Gobby. Actually, I'm not in England. I'm actually outside your door right now.
I knew I smelt some beautiful perfume. I knew that peroxide just came underneath the door and I went,
I'm here to uninstall Minecraft from your PC right now.
Don't take this too far. Don't. And Brian, that is my audition for every show you're ever going to do. So thank you very much. Also, loving the idea of you this entire time, having moved like from England to my front door, the background hasn't changed, not a single rumble, no sound of airplane,
I'm
no
like
nothing.
in a truck.
You're in
I'm like in a truck.
But the truck is
And
completely
nothing is
stable with zero traction, so it just rolls along. Fucking brilliant.
Imagine.
Okay, last question, and possibly the most important question we've asked all day. More important than the
okay.
cat one. I know, I've said it 4 times. Shush. What is your favorite RuPaul's Drag Race season? That's not one
Well,
of them. Fuck is not a season.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like Elliot and not know who Trixie Mattel is. I'm sorry. I needed to bring it up. I needed to bring it up because I was shocked that Elliot didn't know who Trixie Mattel is. If Trixie Mattel came into my stream, I would be freaking out. I would be freaking out.
Hang on, I might get my hand stuck in here. I might regret this, but... Elliot? Elliot. Listen, this is League of Legends. This is League of Legends. Just
Not
kidding.
League of Legends.
Okay,
Not
sorry.
League of
Oh,
Legends.
okay.
My favorite RuPaul's Drag Race season. I would probably say season 6. I love season 6.
Yeah, that's a great
Bianca
season.
Del Rio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of
I
like
think
the
season 6.
last time... I feel like from season 7 onwards, it turned into a huge, like, new age of drag. Season 6 was
yeah.
like the last season where the majority of the queens were like considered relatively old school or relatively like veterans within the community. From season 7 onwards, I think the rise of like Violet Chachki and the rise of Instagram, I think within that kind of time period as well, was just
it
through the
changed
roof.
the show, I think.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, if I ever say to anyone, like, if you want to watch RuPaul's Drag Race, I would say just, do season 6. If you want to start somewhere, do that.
Yeah.
So I feel like now it's got a bit like, I'm a bit like, I need to take a breath from Drag Race. Like, I need to breathe.
It's overproduced now.
Rue?
It's no longer like who the best queen is. It's
Yeah.
who did they pick before the show even
Yeah.
finished.
And I
was
miss
gonna
it.
win,
Like I
yeah.
miss I like UK Drag Race because I feel like it's almost like the kind of same vibe, but I feel like it's gonna slowly become the same way.
Yeah, well, they had that
is
issue
now.
with Drag Race Down Under, which was a fucking awful season of Drag Race, and not to the detriment of any of the queens, apart from Scarlett Adams. And Rogue, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the house, Gobby.
I never watched this.
Don't
Scarlett Adams.
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a season where the entire time, by the final 5, you were rooting for no one.
Oh God.
Yeah, they sent everyone like there was one queen that won 3 challenges, and everyone else won 1 or none. And they sent home 3 fan favorites. And then, shocker, for those who haven't seen it, sorry, spoiler alert, 3 queens were eliminated, and they brought back the queen from from episode 2. No explanation. Just brought her back.
What?
And out of the 3 queens that were eliminated, that was the only white queen.
Stop.
First episode, Queen of Color gets sent home. Second episode, White Queen gets sent home. Episode 3, Queen of Color gets sent home. Episode 4, they bring back the white one. No explanation. And then the next episode, they have an entire conversation about race and racism because one of the queens that is in the show has done blackface at multiple venues for multiple performances.
What?
And it came to Rue's attention, and Rue said, people probably want me to cancel you, but I'm going to show some empathy. So here's a time for you to apologize. They apologized, and then the show continued like nothing happened.
Hold on.
Yes. Yes.
They got that, but then on UK Drag Race, someone wore a H&M dress and they got like yelled at, but someone does blackface and it's like, you're okay. I'm so confused. What? Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Aviv.
Carnex.
Yeah. Can you say that? Can you say that? Well, Ryan, thank you so freaking much for coming on today. I know this has been a little bit longer than I kind of pitched to you initially because
okay.
I think we just got very distracted with having a bit of a kiki. I don't know what a kiki is, but I'm assuming this is what it would be.
Yeah.
No clue either. No.
No.
Drag queens say it all the time. I'm like, yes, work. And in my head, I'm like, Urban Dictionary, what?
Yeah,
But thank you so freaking much for coming on. I've had an absolute fucking blast. I mean, obviously, like, we've chatted before, but we haven't had like a chance to kind of sit down and delve in. We've got so many things that kind of intersect.
Yeah.
In a way, which is so fucking cool. Yeah.
Thank you so much for like
so
letting me be on.
You think you're really pretty.
No. No, genuinely, thank you so much for like just being on. That's so nice of you to ask me to come here and talk to you and get to know me more.
As if I
That's
fucking
so
wouldn't.
sweet of you.
As if I wouldn't.
That's so nice. I'll contact my lawyer to make sure like the edit looks good for when it goes out.
Sure. The edit is that I cut out the first 3 minutes of the intro and the last little bit where the music plays off. So anything you've said can and will be used against you, not only in a court of law, but also on Instagram.
I'll talk to Twitch about the front page thing as well. We'll see.
Yeah. Actually, Twitch is run by Sheridan, and as you can see, she's not very receptive. So
I'll have to have a chat.
At this
I'll
point,
get Willow to talk
at
to
this
her.
point, Sheridan writes my checks. She's also Twitch, and she's also my lawyer. So we love a woman that does it
Not
all.
this.
Yeah, we love a powerful woman. But can you also let everyone know what platforms you're on, where they can find you, and if you have any projects or things coming up? I know you just did an incredible charity event that I wasn't able to be part of, and then the day before the event started, Sydney got locked down.
I heard.
I know. I was like,
That. Not that.
so I like tuned in. I was watching you guys, and then half the time I was like, "Fuck this shit! I wanted to play. I wanted to fucking play this game." But yeah, tell people where you are, what you're doing. Don't dox yourself.
So I'm on Twitch, TheJustRyan. I'm on Twitter, TheJustRyan. That's mainly it. You can follow me also on Instagram. My actual name, Ryan Verdi. But yeah, I'm mainly on Twitch. I stream Monday to Friday, Dead by Daylight, 4 p.m. UK time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern. And you're welcome to... Oh.
I'm going to work that out for our beautiful Australian Eastern Standard Times. What is it? 4 p.m.
4 p.m. British Summer Time.
BST to
It's probably
AEST. 1 a.m.
1 a.m. So
That's why every time you're live, when I wake up, I'm like, Ryan! Because you literally start at 1 a.m.
literally.
And by that point, I am useless. But also, can we just appreciate how articulate and how fucking on it Ryan is? And it's almost 2 a.m. for you now?
Yeah, it's nearly 2 a.m. I've been very busy this weekend, if you didn't know, but I'm on time. Like, I do not miss things. If I have something happening, like, so I'm here. I'm queer.
Okay, so I was late for my own stream today, and you're now saying that unlike some others, I'm actually on time. If I have something, I'm there at the right... Fuck, you know what? We don't even need this phone light. Stuff it. We don't need any production value. All lights are off. Fuck this. We're done. Oh, actually,
wow,
this
look
is
at
kind
it.
of mood.
I can't see. Oh, let me look at stream.
Oh, look how shiny I am.
Oh my God. We love to see it.
It's oil. Sorry, let me put this up. Again, guys, if you've not going to check out Ryan, please go and do so. And Ryan, once I said goodbye to you and I kind of end the stream, please let me know who we're rating, because you are sending the raid to someone. So see who's online, who you'd like to send someone to. The whole idea of this raid at the end, right, is to basically amplify a voice or a streamer that you really enjoy that maybe my community hasn't seen before, if that makes sense. So if it's like someone that we've rated many, many times before, that's wonderful. But also if you've got someone brand new that we can kind of...
I have a few ideas.
Okay.
And yeah.
I will let you mull over those ideas. Again, Ryan, thank you so much. I'm sorry it is so late for you. I appreciate you so much for coming on, and also for being so open. And this has probably been our most like in-depth open discussion on Gettin' Gobby, which is kind of like, this is the kind of stuff I wanted to be able to talk about that I felt needed its own space outside of just a, like, I mean, doing this while playing Minecraft is probably not the most appropriate way to tackle some of these issues, if that makes sense.
You as like, I just need to say it, you as a person, like you are like, you're not gonna like this. You're an inspiration.
I'm gonna fucking mute you. No!
To so many people. And you need to like understand that. And I think everyone in your chat and all the people that watch your streams will know that I think even if you talk about these issues on your stream, they 100% are going to understand. I think for me, when you did that, the gatekeeping situation, when that all happened, my mind changed completely to what you are like as a streamer, because I'd never seen that side of you where you were very more open about a topic, and I really like that. I really think
that was an interesting experience, because I've always been like that. Like, I've always been passionate about that, but I didn't think that streaming was a place for me to do that. And actually having those conversations was what inspired doing this show, is kind of providing a space, because I mean, when I like to talk about things, I believe I have undiagnosed ADHD, and I get very overwhelmed with senses. So having a game on, having chat on, sound alerts going off, trying to have a conversation, hearing the cats playing in the background. I think for those who don't know, like even hearing a sound out of my room, my brain can't help but go to that sound, even if it has nothing to do with what's going on here. So as much as I would have loved to be able to have those conversations while doing like my regular streaming stuff, it just wasn't really like a thing that I just knew I wouldn't be able to handle it. It would be very overwhelming. I feel like I would stumble on my words. I wouldn't get out what I wanted to say. And so that's kind of why this sort of existed, but it never would have happened without that. Because I think up until that point, people always thought like, oh, you know, he's that funny, weird one that does dumb things on thing and whatever. He's got this top model show. And I think when that came out, people were like, oh, he has an opinion? And I was like, yes, I do.
It was
got a lot of opinions.
A completely, I wouldn't say different side of you, but it was a complete new situation that I had never seen you be in. Like I've you know, because I've messaged you, but I've been in the same situation as you. And then to
Yes.
see you go through it and me be a viewer, I was very much like, Aaron needs to do more of this. You need to do more of this. Because you're very
Exposing
good.
straight people every week.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday, 9 a.m.
Get in straight. But you just attack straight
Getting
people.
straight Gobby. There you go. That's what it is. Getting straight Gobby.
But no, like it was just very I think it was inspiring as well because you were talking about a situation that needed to be talked about. So I'm glad you did that. And I think a lot of people are very proud that you did that.
Yeah, that was a big, I'm not gonna lie, that was a big step. And that took that week in itself was a huge toll.
I can imagine.
Because I was trying to reply to every comment on every post and try and get everyone's perspective. And I think what some people don't do in conversations, just in general, is listen to the other side, even if you disagree. Just listen to the other side, because if you can figure out where it's come from, then you can figure out how to approach that situation. For example, if we're just like this the whole time, but no one understands that this side is absolutely petrified and this side is scared to admit something, then there's no way that that's going to ever meet in the middle without like swords, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So this idea that, you know, the side of the conversation that was, no, we don't need an ally tag, and the side of the conversation was, yes, we do need an ally tag, neither one of them is no one wants to be the villain. And no one's coming from a villainous place. No one's coming from a place of, oh, I don't want the ally tag because I don't want people to feel safe. Like, that's not what the conversation was for. It was just different ways and different perspectives with a different outcome, if that makes sense.
I think it was an outcome you might have wished was better, because I think there definitely was a lot of negativity that wasn't needed. I don't think it was needed.
And that's where I drew the line, was where I could say, well, I could see like, this isn't a productive conversation. This is attacking. And then from some people, it was damage control. And that's so not the thing that should matter in a conversation about trans people being accepted and LGBTQIA plus people feeling safe. That damage control for you and your brand or your image is not an important part of this conversation. Sorry. And I'm still blocked.
Oh God.
I'm telling you right now, throughout that entire ordeal, I did not block a single person. Not one person got blocked by me. Anyone that blocked me ended the conversation by themselves and of their own accord.
See, it's the thing. I mean, when I was younger, I used to do that where you'd block someone, but I don't do that anymore unless they're like harassing me. If they won't stop,
there's a
then
line.
I need to be like...
Yeah, there's a line, but I don't block someone with a difference of opinion. If I don't want to see their feed, I just unfollow them.
Yeah, 100%.
That makes sense. But yes, Ryan, I'm going to stop eating into your precious sleep time. Your boyfriend's probably like, why the fuck is he talking to that gorgeous Brazilian boy on the fucking internet with those hair? Oh, sorry. That's a different website.
You.
That's a different website. It's, yeah, no. I'm white, very pasty. But Ryan, thank you so much for coming on. Again, guys, if you're not going to check out Ryan, you absolutely have to. This person is a fucking fantastic content creator, a fucking amazing human being just in general. Please, please, please go and check them. See, you're really good at taking compliments. We need to powwow about this.
I'm not.
Okay, you sat there without rolling your eyes, saying the F word.
I was just smiling.
I know, I need to learn to do... Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. But Ryan, my love, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. So much. I'm going to pop it on the intro screen, so feel free to stick around if you want to let me know who we're going to raid. And again, if you're not going to check out Ryan, please fucking do. Please, 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 please. Can we get a massive, massive, massive thank you to Ryan for popping into today's bloody chit-chat, chattery chit-chat. And again, thank you so freaking much, baby. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank God he's gone. Oh, I can't stand. So irritating. Like the whole time I'm like, stop talking. Like, who invited you here? I absolutely fucking love Ryan. Ryan is hands down probably one of the most approachable and joyful streamers I've seen on Twitch in a really, really long time. Like, Ryan, yeah, block me, baby, block me. So please, please, please feel free to go and check out Ryan. Fuck me, this lighting is just killing me today. It really is. Come down here. Probably my phone. Not the oily, not the oily skin. We can't finish like this. We can't finish like this. Again, everyone, thank you so much for being part of Get Gobby today. I really appreciate it. Ryan, feel free to send me through who we are going to raid while I rub the oil off my face. Still take your wink with oil, nipple nip. I did see that. I apologize. Where is my super zoom? I don't think I have my zooms linked up to this, so I'm going to get really close to the screen. Ding. And you can also see my acne because mama is stressed about lockdown. Yes, one thing I will say, team, is that streams this week and next week might have a bit of a different feel or energy to them. I'm feeling a little bit uneased about lockdown in Sydney again, and I think it's taking a little bit more of a toll on me than initially thought. So if I'm a little bit late with things this week, or if I'm a little bit scatterbrained more so than usual, or all over the shop, for example, please just bear with me. I'm just trying to keep my head on when my entire life is in this room. I don't know if you guys can see, but if you haven't gone to check out my Instagram, my eyes had a very interesting reaction to being stressed. A very interesting reaction. So let us go and send some love over to this beautiful streamer. And again, if you have not gone to check out Ryan, you must go and do so. Please, please, please chuck them a follow. It's the easiest way to support a creator, a very, very easy way to support a creator. And let me have a quick look at who we're rating. Let me have a quick squeeze. Let me have a quick squeeze. I'm going to look up this beautiful name, and because there are so many letters, oh my god, yes, I love. Sorry, I know that literally came through loud and clear. Oh my god, they are so adorable, Ryan. They're so adorable. Stop it. I love this. Okay. Again, thank you everyone for being part of this community. I really, really appreciate you all being here, and I appreciate all of you enjoying these episodes. These are some of my favorite things to do. I just love chatting with people and having a space where we can talk candidly and openly about things that kind of sometimes require their own space and their own time. So I appreciate you guys allowing me to have this. It's been a wonderful addition to my weeks. It's worth all of the work that goes into it. It's worth all of the preparation. It's worth all of the research, I will say. Again, if you're not going to check out Ryan's wish list, please go and do so. Please go and do so. I'm going to pop us onto the stream ending screen. I'm going to play our beautiful song out, and I will see you guys over on Uki. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I might ask them when we get in there. But here is our beautiful little bit to finish off. I'm going to do a dance while we do it, because fucking why not? Welcome to the talk show, Gettin Gobby. The show where we talk about I should have winked. I love you all.